Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Kristin Hinch. Today it's a blustery, cold day outside here in Calgary, and I have a really exciting video. Today we're gonna play with some beautiful purples, and we're gonna put together what I wanna call sugar plum fairy look. Now this would be perfect for your New Year's Eve party, maybe your Christmas Eve party, any of the parties that you have coming up over the next couple of weeks. It's a really fun, bold eye, and we're gonna keep the lips a little bit neutral. I'm gonna give you two options for lip colors in this tutorial, but it's gonna be a full face tutorial. We're gonna go all the way through from your foundation right through to your lips, and I really hope that you enjoy it. Without further delay, let's get into this. I've got my coffee in hand. How cute is this little mug? We collect Christmas coffee mugs, so every year we try to get one or two to add to our collection. So I've got this going, and we're gonna dive right into our primer, what we would put on our face and what we would put on our eyelid to get us all prepped. As you can see, I'm just out of the shower. My hair is a disaster. Don't worry, that's gonna come together really soon. We've got another gigantic spot on my face. I'm going to show you how to cover that up and make sure that you look absolutely perfect. So for primer today, I'm going to go back to my Hourglass Backlit priming filter. We're just going to pump a little bit of that on and pat that in. Next, I'm gonna take my Nars smudge proof eyeshadow base, and I'm gonna put that all over my eyelids to give the eyeshadow a nice place to go and to ensure that it's gonna last all day. I'm doing this at 9 o'clock in the morning, and we have people coming over tonight for dinner. So this look is going to stay in place all day, and we plan to go outside and have fun with our daughter outside in the snow. So I know by adding these couple of bases, it's going to create longevity and allow that shadow to last. Ooh, look at my hair. This is real, guys. This is like real how I would get ready. So what I like to do typically, because I have short hair and bangs, I like to get like my base done on my face, and then I will go blow dry my hair and we'll come back and we'll do all of the eyes. So as you can see, that foundation has covered my redness beautifully. Right now I probably look a little bit too pale, but we're gonna work on that and we're gonna bronze it up as we go along. Next, I'm gonna address this fun little spot on my face. And for that, I'm gonna use the Cover FX cream concealer, and I'm gonna use my pinpoint brush. And I've put a little bit on my hand, and I'm gonna dab this little tiny brush in there, and I'm gonna do some pinpoint concealing. It's never fun to have a spot on your face. You know, you kind of feel like it's standing out there and everybody can see it. The best thing I can do is just to start and do little layers and just build it very slowly whenever you're trying to conceal a spot. And just do the best you can, because it's gonna be there. You can't get rid of it. All you can try to do is take down some of that redness. And just like that, like it looks way better than it did before. I am gonna contour a tiny bit today, just to give my cheekbones a little bit of definition. I'm not gonna go overboard. I'm just gonna try to make sure that my whole face looks a little bit balanced. The key to this look is the eyes. So I don't really wanna take away from them by piling on a whole bunch of face makeup. But for my contour today, I'm gonna use a different product. It's by Makeup Forever. It's this cute little palette. I have it in the shade, I think it's light, but it says number 20 on here. And it comes with a blush, a highlighter, two different types of highlighter actually, one that has a bit of shimmer to it and one that's just plain. But this contour color, it's all cream, is beautiful, and it works really nicely on my complexion. So I'm gonna take my oval shaped brush from Eco Tools, and I'm gonna dab a little bit right into the contour and dab it off. And then I'm gonna work it into the hollows of my cheek. And I'm holding the brush towards the end so that I can be really light-handed and just get it right where I want it. And you can see already that's given my face just a really nice subtle definition. Once I go back and forth like this, I do circular motions and I work that right up into my temples. Now, because I have bangs, you can't see my temples very much, but I like to have a little bit of definition there so that if my bangs kind of go out of the way, you can see that I have a little bit of definition. And I also take it right by my ear and right down here, and a little bit of that excess on the brush, I will take it right on my jawbone. So just like that. Always, if you're blending your contour, always blend up, don't blend down, because you want to give your cheekbones like that lift. So what I'm going to do is just push it upwards, and that looks amazing. So I'm going to dip it in again. We're going to do the other side. So I'm really happy with how that contour turned out. It's very subtle, but it's there. Always remember, you can take your beauty blender and just buff out the lines a little bit more if you need to. But I'm really happy with how that turned out. I'm gonna leave the blush until the end because I'm not exactly sure what blush color I wanna go with. And I'm gonna show you a trick actually. I figured out a new place on my face to put the blush. So I'm gonna tell you about that a little bit later on. But right now, I am very happy with that contour. Okay, so we're gonna take our eyebrow pencil and work to define our eyebrows and make sure that they look just defined enough so that the eyes, when we're done the eyes, they look amazing. So I just do little strokes and I just work that all in. I'm not gonna go for a super bold brow today because the eyes are gonna be pretty bold, but I just wanna give the shape a little bit of definition. I have a quiet house today, guys. My littlest is sleeping and my husband took my eldest out. So I've got some quiet time here to film a video, which is just amazing. It's hard to believe that it's literally like less than a week till Christmas. I always find that this time of year just goes so quickly. You really gotta stop and enjoy all of the moments, all the special magical moments that happen this time of year. So once you've got the product in there, then what I do is I just flip it around and I use the spoolie end and I just work that through. You never want to see any harsh lines in your eyebrows. You just want to make sure that it's all nicely blended. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go blow dry my hair and be back and we'll start in on the eyes. So to start with, to build up my crease a little bit before we play with the purples, I'm gonna use this Tanya Burr Cosmetics eyeshadow quad. And I'm gonna dip my domed brush into this color here, which is called Berry Souffle. So I'm gonna dip it in, knock some off, and then I'm just gonna go right up into my crease. And I'm gonna use those window wiper motions and just blend out a little bit on my crease just to get like a little bit of definition up there before we pack on the punch on the eyelid. This just helps to open up my eye and make it look bigger. Just like that. We're gonna do the other side. Just make sure you really blend it out well. Back and forth. Okay, so once we're happy with the crease being built up, now is the fun part. So what I would suggest is you grab a flatter brush just to have on standby, but you're gonna take the caviar stick and you're just going to apply that all over your eyelid, just like this. Don't be afraid, just get it all on there. Doesn't matter if you are messy. Take it right up below your crease and then grab that brush and just gently start to kind of buff that in. Just like that, work it in, work it up, blend it into that crease color that we laid down. This color is so beautiful. It's like this icy purple. When I saw this in Sephora, I was like, oh my goodness, I could create like a sugar plum fairy kind of look and it will be just amazing. So I'm gonna put even a little bit more on. I really want this to come through and be like so pretty. And I'm doing kind of patting motions and a little bit of swiping motions just to make sure I get that all nicely blended. If you want to take your dome brush again, go back into the crease, just make sure that there's not any harsh lines. Like that's what you need to be careful with, is that there's no harsh lines. Okay, so next, we're gonna take a littler brush and we're gonna work some of that burgundy color right into the inner corner, just to give us a little bit more definition. So I'm gonna take it right up here and bring it down. And you might think like, oh, why would you build up the inner corner? Well, what that's doing is it's just kind of making the eye look open and really focusing that lilac color in the center. So I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. So I really like how that's giving me a little bit of a nice definition right in there. And then I'm gonna go back to my fluffy brush and I'm gonna blend it in and just make sure there's no harsh lines. And it's all looking really well blended. Make sure both eyes are looking even. Okay, so to balance out this look, we're gonna take the caviar stick and we're gonna do a little bit underneath on the lower lash line. So just take it as it is and smoke that in. This is just gonna help to create balance between the top and the bottom and just make it look so, so pretty. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this little brush that we were using and just kind of buff that in a little bit. Work it in. So it's just like that. Oh my goodness, that looks so, so pretty. I'm just gonna make sure I've got it all placed exactly where I want it. Oh my goodness, can you see that sparkle? Like it's just so, so gorgeous. Such a festive, pretty look. So with this Tanya Burr Cosmetics eyeshadow case, eyeshadow quad, I'm gonna take this top color here, it's called Moonlit Walk, and I'm gonna dip a little brush into it and go right underneath my brow bone and just give that like a little bit of a highlight, a little bit of lightness right up there. See that beautiful like champagne shimmer. And then I'm also gonna take it in the inner corner of my eye. I'm gonna blend that into the purple a little bit so it looks seamless. Just get a little bit more there and blend it right into there. Oh my goodness, that's looking really, really pretty. Okay, so we'll set that guy down. And next, we're gonna delve into the glitter liner. So this might seem terrifying, but it's actually a really pretty liner that you can play with and have fun with during the holidays. So what it is it's like a little brush. I don't know if you can see that, just like that. And we're gonna start in the center of the eye. And we're just gonna brush that along. Isn't that so pretty? You don't have to be too precise with this, and just do the thickness of line that you're comfortable with. And I'm taking it right to the inner corner of my eye there just to give it a complete line. Just want to make sure there's enough here on the outer corner. It's the one time of year where you can really play with sparkle. So I thought what I would do is just try something different. I've never played with this before, and I really, really love the way that that's looking. So I'm just gonna do it on the other side. So now that the mascara is on and looking amazing, I think the other thing too is when you first put that glitter liner on, you're like, whoa, that's a lot of glitter, and you can definitely see it. But once you put the mascara on, it just kind of makes it a little bit more subtle. Like it's definitely there, but it's a bit more subtle. So we're gonna address these under eye circles. I have not had much sleep this week, guys. I've had to take my littlest to the emergency twice, and she battled a case of pneumonia. She's doing so much better, but I was in the emergency twice. So yeah, a couple of long nights leads to very dark under circles. So today I'm using a brush actually to blend this product in. Typically I do use my finger, but I thought I would give you guys another option. This is the concealer brush from Marc Jacobs, and it's just amazing. It just gets right in there. And all I'm doing is just patting it. I'm not swiping it. I'm not being rough with that area. I'm just getting that product in there. This is the lighter pink color. And then we're gonna take the concealer color and we're just gonna do a line right like that. And we're just gonna blend that in. Almost like in a gigantic V. I'm just gonna take a little bit more around my nose where I'm seeing a bit more redness. And we're just gonna buff all that gorgeous concealer in. Just makes you look more awake, like instantly. I love it. And for blush today, I'm gonna go in with a different product. This is from Marc Jacobs. It's a beautiful blush palette that has also a little bit of highlight and a little bit of blush. So you can choose what side of the palette you wanna concentrate your brush into. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of this end here on my blush brush, and I'm gonna place it, like I said in the beginning of the video, in a different spot. And what I've found that does is it just kind of makes my face look a little bit narrower, which is amazing. So not on the apple of the cheek back here, but I'm gonna focus it more right here. So I'm gonna take it on my brush right there, dip it back in, dip it off. So it's still kind of like on high cheekbone, but it's a little bit closer to my nose. I don't know if you can see that there, but it's right in here, and I also kind of brush it up over my nose. I know that sounds crazy, but it just kind of helps with the blending. So right here. And just any excess left on my brush, buff it up onto your high cheekbone. So you can see that there, and I'm gonna take my beauty blender and just make sure all those harsh edges are well blended. So this is not an everyday look, guys. This is definitely your party look, your getting dressed up look. We're having people over for dinner tonight, so I'm gonna wear it. And it takes a little bit more time. So my kids are distracted, they're happy. I'm taking a few extra minutes in the bathroom and having some fun with my makeup, which I just love the way that this turned out. Like, it's just gorgeous. It makes me smile. And next we're gonna do highlight. So highlight, I'm gonna switch up the product again. Usually I'm using that highlight stick from Maybelline. Today I'm gonna use a product from Dior. I don't know if it's limited edition, it might be, but you can find anything similar to this type of product. It's a powder product. The drugstore has amazing ones by Physicians Formula, and then Sephora, of course, would have a wide range of them as well. But I'm taking like a domed end fluffy brush, and I'm dipping that in the product. And I'm just dusting that right here. And I'm being a little bit more focused with my highlight today, guys. I just want it right here. We've already got a lot of sparkle on the face, so I want the highlight to be a little bit more subtle today. I know, crazy, but you gotta have a balanced face. You can't have sparkle everywhere. You just wanna make sure you do it appropriately and it looks gorgeous. So you can see that there. It's just a really subtle glow. And I'm gonna do a little bit on my Cupid's bow. Right there. And now we're on to lips. One is this beautiful nude. It's from the Tanya Burr Cosmetics line. Love it. Gorgeous. Just a really pretty nude. It kind of plays down the whole face, but ties in really nicely. It's a cool colored pink. That's an option that you can use, which I think is just amazing. Okay, last but not least, I'm gonna give you guys a bold option. This is from Chanel. It's their Rouge Allure ink, and this one is in 152. Gorgeous red. So this is a bolder option, but I love it. This is like a lip stain. So this has really good longevity on your lips, which is kind of nice for those holiday parties when you're sipping those drinks. Oh my goodness, that's so good. It's so good. Awesome. Well, that's it for today's video. I really hope that you loved this Sugar Plum Fairy inspired look. We played with some great sparkle, some gorgeous purples, and I gave you a couple of different lip options to choose and try to put this look together. Wear it out, wear it for that next holiday party that you have coming up, and I guarantee you're gonna get compliments and people are gonna say, wow, your makeup looks amazing. So that's it. Thank you again for watching. As always, please subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it, and if you could give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you very soon with a brand new video. Bye.